welcome back to my channel. Thank you for watching the video. In this video, you're going to learn how to make a virtual pet in Scratch, and you're going to learn how to feed him and how to make him play with the ball and how to make him play with the uh, trampoline. Okay, so in here I have the example. I would like to show you the example first. I'm gonna make this one wider so we can see. Okay, so here you see we are able to see one pet. This is our pet, which is the penguin, and we have food in here. We have a ball and we have a trampoline. So when I click on the taco, the food will yeah, like this. So the penguin will come and eat the food. These numbers will be reduced each time he eats the food. And for the ball also, when he plays the ball. Okay, so this was the example. We are going to make our own. We will be using different sprites also possibility, and we can use the same also. So I would like to stop this one. I'm gonna click on Scratch. I will start creating my own. Okay, now we are inside our Scratch platform. In here I can use different sprites also. So last time I have used penguin, but this time I'm going to use a different sprite. So for that sprite, I would like to have for having sprites, we can download, we can upload our own sprite, we can paint our own sprite also, and we can select from the Scratch also. Scratch have also different sprites. I'm gonna select from the Scratch. In here I have a lot of pits. I can select any pits I want from here. I can select bat, check anyone would you like to have it. For example, here I want to have the uh, let's say dragon. Okay, so I would like to have the dragon. So for the dragon, it's available. And next I need what? I need one background. For the background, where do I want to feed my dragon pit? So for that one, I would like to select this area, castle 2. So in this castle 2, I will be able to feed the my pit, which is dragon. I would like to reduce the size. Size is enough, big enough. Okay, this watch will be perfect for the dragon. Okay, this is ready. Now I would like to do what? Before I select the food and the other, I would like to do the code for the sprite first. In here, we're going to do the code. I would like to make him say something. When I click on the dragon will say, will introduce, and will do some action. So for that one, I'm gonna use this one. I will rename. I will type hello I am, for example. Hello I am. I'm gonna give the name I am Flappy, for example. Okay, so this will be the name. Like this will be his introduction. He will introduce himself. And after introduction, I would like to make him do what? To change its costume. For example, so he due to in here we can see he have different costumes. So he will be able to change his costume. I will talk about these two costumes, Dragon A and Dragon B. So I'll make him change costume so we can see that he's talking with us while moving around. So first one will be Dragon A, the second one will be Dragon B. So if you see, if I click on this one and if I click on this one, they are changing the costume. But in here we want them to change costume while waiting seconds. So I'll make him wait for a second and then change the costume. The wait second will be 0.6, for example. Okay, I'm gonna select. Now if I click on this one, after 0.6, he's changing the costume. Okay, for example, he will change the costume to the B first, and then it will be back to A. So when I click on this one, there you go. Okay, and now I can connect this one also. But before connecting that one, we want them to move or to do this action 2 times. For making this one in Scratch, it's pretty simple. I just need to connect a repeat. I would like him to repeat this action 2 times only. And I'm going to connect this one also. If I connect this one, he will say, hello, I'm Flappy. And then he will change like that. Okay, there's one glitch. If you see the glitch, yeah. So why it's the glitch? Actually, at the end, after switching custom to Dragon A, we need to make him wait also. So I'm gonna add one more wait seconds. So there should be no glitch. I'll make this one 0 dot. Now if I click, I play this one. Yeah, it looks good, right? So I would like to have this one when green flag is clicked. So we will give the code for the green flag. Yeah. So when you click on green flag, he will introduce himself and he will do this action. Okay. So this was uh, for our dragon one. The dragon code is almost done. Now we would like to have what? We would like to have food, but before food we need to know that if he's hungry or not. How do we know the food, if how do we know if the dragon is hungry? For making or for understanding that our dragon is hungry, we will make a variable in name of hunger. For example, he's hunger, or we can say hungry. I'm gonna click on OK. The variable is ready. We have hungry. So when the number of hungry is increasing, it means the dragon is hungry. So we need to feed him. So for how do we can increase the number? We can increase the number by this code. So if I click, you see the number is increasing. But we want him to increase this number of forever. So let's try. I put forever block and let's see. Ooh, that's too much, right? It's too much hungry. So we want him actually to wait and then increase the number or change the number. We would like to tell him to after 5 seconds, he will be hungry like by 1. The hunger will be changed by 1. But this one also we want him to change while clicking on the green flag, yeah? Or for example, in here we say that after 5 seconds, or we can say 10 seconds. So after 10 seconds they will increase 1, so it means we need to feed them. I can put green flag also in here, but before that when we click on green flag the number is not becoming 0. So for making it 0 we need to set our variable hungry to 0 when green flag is clicked. Now if I click on green flag it will be 0. After 10 seconds it will be changed by 1. Let's see. Okay, it's changed by 1. So it means he's hungry. We need to feed him. So for feeding, we need to have a food. For food, I would like to go to search at Sprite, the food Sprite. I can find out in here. Let's say food. And here we have different types of food. So let's say we want to feed the dragon, let's say apple, yeah? I would like to feed him by which apple. So I will need to decrease the size for 80%. Okay, so this message will be enough for the apple. So in here we want to do what? We want to inform the dragon that come, this is the food. So the dragon have to come and eat the food. How actually we can inform? By informing, we use in here a spray, a block which is called broadcast. So what is broadcast? Actually broadcast is the block. Using broadcast we can give a message, like we can say invisible message from one sprite to another sprite. So I will make a broadcast. The broadcast message will be food, for example. So how we can inform him? We tell him when the food button is clicked. When you click on the apple, he will make a broadcast. The broadcast will be received by dragon. So we go to dragon. In here, the dragon will receive the message. Dragon says that when I receive a food, so what will happen? Just to check if our broadcast is working, we'll give him a message. The message will be, I received the broadcast. Okay, so let's try, for example, I click on green flag. Okay. And this one will be increased by 1. Now, for example, when I click on apple, he'll give a message. So it means the broadcast is receiving. You see, whenever I click on apple, the dragon received the broadcast. And here actually we don't need the dragon to show us or give us the message. The code will be about what? We just need to make sure that the dragon should be always there, yeah? For example, whenever the green flag is clicked, so what will happen? The dragon should be go there, or we need to make him to move here. or the dragon have to go to the apple. So for going to the apple, we use what? In here we use glide for 1 second and the random position. We change this one from random to apple. So when you click on the food, the dragon will come to the food. Okay, so this is how it's moving. Now for bringing back the we can say bringing back the dragon to its own place, we need to use another option also. But before that, in here, when the dragon is touching the apple is coming, we need to do what? We need to change the costume of our dragon. How we can change? We can change costume from here. So from the dragon A, he will change the costume to dragon B when he is near to the apple. That will be the first option. After that option, we need to give him a sound. We have a different types of sound. We have eating sounds, for example, let's say crunch, chomp. Yeah, we can use the chomp sound. And here we will give the sound chomp. We will use start sound. Yeah, after changing the costume, he will start a sound and he will say chomp. Let's try again. When green flag is clicked, the dragon should be always its own place. Yeah, it should always be in here. So for that one, we need to use this one. When green flag is clicked, go to X and Y. So he starts from there and he's ready. Now I would like to click on the apple. Yeah, you see, he's changing his position and he's going to the apple. Okay, this is the first option. If this option looks like the apple is hiding or we cannot see the apple, so what we need to do is in here we have an option. It says go to front layer or back layer. So we send our dragon to the back layer so we can see the apple. Okay, there you go. Okay, but we can see still there's a one problem that the dragon is moving around like more than the apple. So how we can make him like perfect? So for that one, we will use not go to random or go to the apple. We just need to fix the position. Okay, so this is the position. He need to glide to this place, from that place to this place. Okay, for gliding, in here we have x and y. X and y in here defines the position of the apple from this area to this area. X, the y is defining from the top to the bottom. So using x and y, we explain the position of our character. So we tell him that when the food give a message, so the dragon have to go there. After going there, he will change the costume and he will make the sound. Let's try it out. Okay, give me 1 minute. I need to fix this one also. When green flag is clicked, switch the costume always to A. So it will be always A. After that, they will be changing. Okay, there you go. Now I'm clicking on the apple. He's going to come and he will make sound. He'll make a sound of chomp, and after sound of the chomp, we need to bring him back to normal or bring him back to his own position. How we can bring him back? For bringing back, again the same position we use, glide to X and Y. So the first position was -1, 61 and 16. So we can use the same. We will tell him to glide back. This one will be -161 and the second one will be 16. Yeah? Okay, this is done. He will go back to normal after this position. Yeah. Okay, I'm clicking. He's coming. He is eating. He goes. But he goes so fast. We want him to wait for a while and then you eat first, then you go. So for that one, I would like to do what? I would like to give him option. For example, wait for 1 second. After 1 second, then you go back. Okay, there you go. For 1 second he does and then he go back. But there's a problem. He does not change his costume when he goes back. So we tell him when you go back, you change the costume back to normal, which is dragon A. So let's see. Okay, let me check. Okay, it's working and it goes back and it become normal. Okay, so the food one is done. The hunger should be reduced. How we can reduce the hunger? In here he's increasing, right? After how many seconds? He will be increasing. After 10 seconds he will be increased. So when he touches the apple, we want to decrease the hunger also. So right now we do the code. After touching, what will happen? After eating, let's say after he eat, before he goes back, we make this one by -1. Okay, let's check this one. I'm gonna call him again. Come here. When he eats, you see this one is decreasing. Now it's 3. Let's say he's becoming 2. We feed him until it's 0. Let's say 1, and the last one 0. Okay, so we feed him until it's 0. When he hungry again, so he can eat again. Okay, this was for the food. Food one is clear. Now we give him some fun time. For the fun time, we would like to make him play in some area. We can say playing area. Let's say usually dragon, they play in a different places, but in here we make him simply play. Let's say trampoline. Yeah, we will use the same process. Trampoline, we make him to do dance or play with the trampoline. I'm gonna select one trampoline and I will drop the trampoline in here. I'm gonna make its position, or we can say the size, to 80%. I'll make it 100 back normal. Okay, so we will do the code in trampoline. In trampoline, the same. We will use broadcast. The broadcast will be, name will be play. We make him play. After making him play, what we will do, the same process. We tell him when the play button is clicked, or when you click on trampoline, the trampoline will give a message, and the message should be received by dragon. So the dragon will receive the message, and when he receives the message, so what will happen? In here, the same process. We will tell him to glide to this area. But before that, for the play also, we need to make one variable. For example, he wants to play variable. So when the play number is increasing, it means that he needs to play. I'm gonna make this one in here the same. I'll change this one to play, this one to play. But this one will be like after 15 seconds, not faster than the food. Okay, for example, after 15 seconds he needs to play, but food he needs after 10 seconds he needs to eat. Okay, this one was for the playing. Now in here we receive the message, so we need to bring him to go where? To go to the trampoline. So he need to come to the trampoline. So for bringing him to the trampoline, we tell him to go here, trampoline. Okay, so he will glide there. After gliding to that place, we tell him to do what? To change your costume, if in case we need. In some cases I think we don't need it also, but let me give him change the costume to B. So he will change his costume, and I think we need to give him some sound. Let's say happy sound. Happy, or we don't have happy, we have when sound, or we can use this one. Yeah, we can use the when sound, so he will be happy that he want to play. So I'm gonna give this sound by using start sound, the when sound. After the when sound, I will make him to wait for a while, or we can use repeat block. In here, we want him to jump, like in trampoline, people jumping, right? Up and down. So we need to make him to jump up and down. For making him jump, we need to do use repeat block. In here, how many times do we want him to repeat or jump? We want him to do it, let's say 3 times. So 3 times, what will happen? In this 3 times, he will make yeah, he will do what? He will do movement. For the movement, we use change y by. We make him to move up and move down. So first, for moving up, we use change y by around, let's say 20, and after that I make him wait for 1 or for 0.5 seconds. Let's say 0.5. And the same process, when he, for bringing him down, I will duplicate this one, I will drop in here. For bringing him For bringing him down, I'll use minus here. So to come down, and after coming down, I'll make him normal. The costume will be back normal to A. And after changing the costume, I would like to bring him back to its own place, which is this area. I'm going to duplicate this one, and I will delete this one. So let me start from the first. Okay, he's ready. Now I'll bring him here. There you go, he's playing. Okay, so it means that this one is working. Okay, so he's at the top, he's coming. Let's say he's playing, but the problem, he's not decreasing the play. So for decreasing the play, the same process, we take change play. After he plays in here, we change the play by -1. So the play will be -1. So it means that he doesn't want to play anymore. That's what they know. Okay, so this was our project. I hope you learned a lot. Like this, you can make a lot of good games. Let me play it again for you. I will click on the food. He will come to the food, eat, and he will go back. He will come to the trampoline. Yeah, he's jumping and enjoying in the trampoline. He goes back. Okay, so this was the project. We are done successfully. I hope you enjoyed and liked the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you in my next video.